When people talk about the saddest anime characters, the same names always come up: Itachi, Eren, Nagato, Kaneki. But there is one character whose stories is just as heartbreaking, yet almost nobody talks about him. Today we're talking about Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. And trust me, this isn't just a story about revenge. It's a story about a boy who lost everything, including himself. At the beginning of Vinland Saga, Thorfinn looks like a fearless warrior. He's fast, he's ruthless, and he defeats enemies twice his size. But if you look closer, you realize something. Thorfinn isn't living, he's surviving. Every single day, he's carrying the weight of a childhood that ends far too soon. The loss of his father. Everything changed the day his father, Thor, was killed, not by accident, not in battle, but through betrayal. Imagine watching the strongest person you ever known willingly sacrifice himself just to save you. That memory never left Thorfinn. Instead of grieving, he buried his emotions under hatred. He believed revenge was the only reason to stay alive. A childhood stolen. Most children spend their days making friends, learning, dreaming about their future. Thorfinn spent his childhood surrounded by blood. Instead of growing into the kind man his father wanted him to become, he became exactly what his father warned him against: a killer. The saddest part, he didn't even realize he was destroying himself, living for the man he hated. Here is the cruelest irony. Thorfinn spends years following Askeladd, the very man who murdered his father. He fought for him, protected him, risked his life for him, all because he believed one day he'd earn a duel and finally get revenge. His entire identity depended on killing one person. Without the goal, who was he? The moment everything broke. Then come the moment no one expected. Askeladd died, not by Thorfinn's hand. Years of pain, years of fighting, years of hatred gone in an instant. Thorfinn didn't win, he didn't lose, he was simply empty. For the first time in years, he had no purpose. That's what makes this moment so heartbreaking. Sometimes losing your reason to live hurts more than failure itself. The real battle. After becoming a slave, Thorfinn finally faced an enemy he couldn't defeat with Thor himself. Every nightmare reminded him of the people he had killed. Every day forced him to ask a question he had avoided for years. Can someone who has done terrible things still become a good person? This is where Vinland Saga becomes something much deeper than action anime. It's about guilt, forgiveness, and finding hope after losing everything. Why nobody talks about him? Maybe Thorfinn isn't mentioned as often because his pain isn't dramatic. He doesn't cry all the time. He doesn't give emotional speeches. His suffering is quiet. It's hidden behind silence, regret, and the desperate wish to become someone better. That's the kind of sadness many people experience in real life. Thorfinn didn't just lose his father. He's lost his childhood, his innocence, his purpose, and years of his life chasing revenge that could never heal him. But unlike many tragic characters, his story doesn't end in despair. It becomes a story about redemption, about choosing a kindness after a life of violence. Maybe that's why his journey hits so hard, because it reminds us that no matter how broken someone becomes, they can still choose a different path. If you think another underrated anime character deserves to be on this list, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe for more anime deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.